Assalamualaikum and good morning. Malaysia, ever since we are in this excruciating pandemic, all of us have been very concerned, especially when it comes to our source of income. Most people lose their job and this even affected our economy drastically. I am Arisha Zamri, your host for today, and you're watching Chat Trap, where we discuss current hot issues. For today's topic, we'll be talking about marketing through social media and what are the disadvantages or even disadvantages that most of us did not know. To understand this even better, we'll talk with Mr. Uzai, who is well known with his business in food and beverages, as well as Ms. Zulfa Zulkifli, who owns an empire with millions of followers in multiple social media platforms. Last but not least, we're going to have one of our lucky audience to share their perspective upon this matter. We're going to start with Mr. Uzai. Hello, Mr. Uzai. It was such an honor to have you here in the studio. Can you tell us a little bit about your business?
It is an honor to be invited to this great talk show. I always watch this show actually whenever I came home from work. So hello, my name is Muhammad Uzai and I am the owner of Ozi Restaurant.
So is this restaurant in Shah Alam or Klang?
Yes, we actually have franchise all around Malaysia. So basically my restaurant, we serve all kind of food and beverages, but our main specialty is Western food. On weekday we open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. but on weekend we open from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m.
So what makes this Ozai restaurant different from other restaurants?
Because of the pandemic, we have to use online ordering through our social media and website. We also provide some food deliveries to our customer house in low price.
We definitely cannot leave Ms. Zulfa Zulkifli out. Our most requested guest finally makes her appearance here in Chat Trap. So Ms. Zulfa, can you tell us how did your career in social media, especially on Instagram and TikTok, kicked off? All of us have been wondering about this for so long.
Firstly, I would like to thank to the Chat Trap production for inviting me as one of the important guests for today. Actually, I have been started my business since 2017.
So how many followers do you currently have right now?
It's all about 1.5 million already, thanks to my followers who always encouraging me.
So how it actually started, your career in social media actually?
It's all I've been started since I joining influencer program. At there, I learned that Instagram actually have many features such as IG Live and Story, which is can boost your profile until the big company to knowledge you, and that's how I gain my sponsorship.
What a great introduction from both of our wonderful guests. Since our topic for today is marketing through social media, as someone who owns a successful business in both online and offline marketing, can Mr. Uzai tell us a little bit about what are the differences between these two?
For me, I think on offline marketing, for example, if you want to sell your product, you have to go to the mall, for example, to show your product. But in online marketing, you can just post your product on social media and people will know about it. So I think it's easier in online marketing.
So how do you find this online marketing helps your business, especially when promoting your restaurant online?
Before the pandemic, my workers don't spend too much time on our website because people prefer to just dine in and take away. But because of the pandemic right now, a lot more people order from my restaurant, and I also collect some data to improvise my service so that we can provide better service for our customer. Other than that, before I use social media like Instagram and Twitter, there's only a few people know about my restaurant. But after I use it, there's more people know about it and some even order from it.
Actually, I have been to his restaurant before with my friends, and I also post your food on my story.
I hope we have a good time there.
Oh yeah, thank you.
So, Mr. Uzai, any advantages that you want to add on?
For me, other than that, I think it's easier for me to promote my new restaurant. Before I use my social media, I have to walk around Shah Alam and hang up my advertisement and pass on my template about my restaurant to other people who walk past me. But because I have Twitter and Instagram, I think it's much easier because every time I open up a new restaurant, I can just post it online and share the location and people will know about it. Other than that, when our business doing better, we try to come up with a new food. So if I use social media, it's easier for my customer to know what kind of food it look like, and it might attract some other customers to my restaurant.
So, what are the changes that you do to your restaurant ever since this pandemic happened?
So because of the pandemic, our restaurant need to undergo sanitization process. So I usually will update it on my website when our restaurant will close and when we will open up again. So I think it's better for me to inform my customer with social media than just wait for them to come and tell them not to come.
So that's such a good approach. The sanitization process is actually a very good approach for your restaurant. So let's talk about the disadvantages that you personally think about online marketing.
I think for me it need a lot of time to build a website and build a social media account. Some of our workers need to sit in front of the computer for several hours to manage all my customers' order. So I think it need a lot of time to manage all of it, and it also need a lot of hard work for it to work efficiently. Even though it's a hard job, I think if people play their part, we can achieve our target that we try to achieve.
Thank you, Mr. Uzai. For someone who have a huge number of following on Instagram and TikTok, you definitely have a lot of clients like Mr. Uzai who wants to use your platform to promote their product and businesses. Am I right?
Yes, absolutely.
So, what do you think of the advantages of social media marketing from a perspective of a so-called influencer?
As an influencer, I learned that I gain a lot of customer. I learn a lot of client and followers because social media marketing make me glow up in this platform.
So, during MCO, did your number of following and client increase or decrease?
It is increasing because MCO actually make people to stay at home, right? So because of it, most of seller cannot sell their product face to face with their customer, and that's the reason why the seller suffer a lot of loss of money. Just like Mr. Uzai, if he doesn't know about social media, I think he will bankrupt. I'm sorry, but it is my point.
So, you help a lot of people, right, using your platform?
Yeah.
There's a lot of good local business owner, like local product, but lack of exposure. So how do you help them?
Just like can I get an example? Just like drugstore. Actually, there's a lot of many serum, just like serum. Actually have I can get compare just like ordinary and also a new product that create from the local seller, which is Ruru Berry. Both of them actually has same quality, but I think Ruru Berry is more better than the ordinary since
The lack of exposure.
yeah, because they lack of the exposure. That's all actually.
So any advantages that you think about social media marketing?
Since the seller always asking me to promote their product, right? So at the same time, I can enrich my content strategy. Just like on TikTok, this app doesn't really care about who is the creator. Even if I am an influencer also, this app doesn't really care about me. But what this app care about is just the content. If my content have a creative and also original idea, then I can get a lot of spotlight on this app.
So talking about TikTok, I've heard that you started your own clothing line. Am I right?
Yeah, that's true.
Let's talk more about that.
Actually, my product is just head accessory, which is beanie. I recently found out that many youngsters really like this type of head accessory. Because of that, I want to gain more followers. My followers love me, so I want to help them by making my own product.
So do you want to add any more advantages?
Actually, because of the social media marketing, I found out that I can always follow up the trend, and because I cannot miss out any type of trend, I need to follow up time to time. So social media marketing helped me to always follow up the trend, just like on Twitter, right? On Twitter, there's always trending hashtag like that.
So let's talk about the disadvantages. Since online marketing is not all rainbow and sunshine, what do you think about the disadvantages and the dark side of online marketing?
You know what? Being an influencer, you promoting other people's brand, there must be a lot of haters out there.
Yes.
So yeah, I gain a lot of hate comment, and also some of the hater always disturb my my private life. You know, it's just kind of disturbing.
So that's the only disadvantage that you think of?
Oh, not really, because as an influencer, in this world there is many influencers out there, right? There's so many influencers. There's not just only me, but many. And then at this point, I need to say that I have to always catch up with the trend, because I need to always fight with the influencer out there.
We have a lot of competitors.
Yeah, so many competitors.
We have heard a lot of great information from both of our wonderful guests. Now it's time for one of our lucky audience to share his or her opinion upon this topic. Anyone wants to share their own opinion? Yes, mister, you can come in. So you can introduce yourself.
So hi, my name is Muhammad Kidanish. I'm 19 years old and I'm a student.
So where did you study, mister?
I'm studying at Malacca Matriculation College.
During MCO, what did you do during your free time?
So during my MCO, I spend my free time on scrolling online shopping platforms such as Lazada, Shopee and so on.
So from a perspective of an online shopper, what are the advantages that you obtain or gain by purchasing things online? Also, there might be some bad things that you experience while purchasing things online, am I right?
Yes, sure. There's a lot of benefits when we do online shopping. First of all, we can have a better price there compared to physical store. And then, most of the people use internet to find cheaper items. Online business owners understand this. They will usually reduce their profit margin to get more customers.
Is it true, Mr. Uzair?
Yeah, we actually get 5% off for our online customer.
Most of the people browse through dozens of websites to find the items they want. They can do the same at the mall, but it will take an hour or longer.
So do you think that online shopping makes your daily life a lot more easier and convenient?
Yes, it's more convenient. We don't need to get dressed and drive to our favorite store. We just only can visit their websites without getting out of our pajamas, and even it's on 3 a.m. We also don't need to wait for the store to open. Some people might be busy during the day and tired during the night. So with online shopping, it will not hurting their schedule.
So what are the differences when it comes to number of stocks in physical store and online store?
Most of the physical stores have a limited array of their products. They will hold so many items because of the so many policies that will affecting the availability of the products. Online shopping allows you to buy items that would not be able to find at the physical store. So we also can buy products that may not logically go together, such as candy canes and quilts. Moreover, online stores are made to attract you to buy more things.
So how did they do that?
They usually use posters, colors, sales messages, and also product placement to attract their customer. Most of the online stores put their popular items at the back, so that the customer will find something new at the in front. So these tactics are very popular for most of the online shoppers.
You have talked about a lot of benefits that customers obtain by purchasing things online. Now, why don't you tell us about your own personal bag experience to all of us in the studio?
From my experience, the things I have ordered online arrive completely different from what they picture online. We don't even know the things we purchase looks like, because we can't even touch it or see it in front of our eyes. Once I have ordered a socks, but a kid socks ended up arriving. So we can't even know the qualities of the products from the online shopping. So it is important for us to find the correct websites to create website to avoid these incidents.
Thank you for sharing your point of view to all of us in the studio. We appreciate it so much, Mr. Akid. Well, it's time to wrap up our show. Thank you for our incredible guests and intelligent audience. We were able to conclude today's topic, which is marketing through social media. It is clear now that the advantages outshine the disadvantages. Before we end our show, let's take a look at Ms. Zulfa Zulkifli's TikTok, promoting her own brand. Thank you for watching Chat Trap today. I'm your host Arisha Zamri, and see you next week.
Whiskey dipping, got my brother out in cash, flip and seconds free, bro.